Hello and welcome to Dad Got This, where we answer the tough questions like, is the Chef IQ wireless thermometer worth your money? Will it help us make roast beef at home better, faster, cheaper, easier? And why don't cows wear flip-flops? That one's easy, because they lactose. Yeah. I've tried a lot of wireless thermometers. I've reviewed a few of them on this channel. This one I bought with my own money. Bought it on Amazon for $179, and I found a $30 coupon that I used for it. So I got it for like $149. Not bad for a 3-probe set. You can get a single probe unit for about $79 at times. Plus, they always go on sale at different portions in time. So just go ahead and check the links in the description below. I'll try to keep the best pricing down there.
The Chef IQ Sense Smart Wireless Meat Thermometer features 4 sensors in each probe, 3 internal and 1 ambient. This is supposed to allow for more precise readings. The base has a speaker to give audible notifications, and it charges via USB. Thank gosh, no AAA batteries anymore. You can get up to 40 hours of use from a single 10-minute charge also. It's got Bluetooth and Wi-Fi built in for monitoring via its app. It is heat safe up to 752 degrees Fahrenheit or 400 degrees Celsius, so you can use it in an air fryer, deep fryer, or even barbecues, whatever you want. Plus, the probes are dishwasher safe for easy cleanup.
Let's get to testing and roast beefing.
For this, I'm using the Ninja Woodfire outdoor oven. You could do this in a propane grill, you could do this on the Ninja Woodfire, you could even do it on a full-size pellet grill, whatever you want to use.
Fill your pellet hopper with the pellets. Give it the dad shake. The dad shake either compacts the pellets and lets them burn better, separates the pellets and gives them lots of air and lets them burn better, or does absolutely nothing. I still do it every time. We're gonna set this to the specialty roast. We're gonna set the temperature down to 600. Make sure that we hit that Woodfire button. Time 10 minutes, and we're gonna hit start. That's gonna say IGN, which is gonna light our pellets and it'll let us know when it's ready for food. In the meantime, let's prep our roast.
What we have here is a 3.3 pound eye-around roast. Normally, on such a lean cut of beef, I would say leave the fat, but on an eye-round roast, the fat is over silver skin, and silver skin is just never going to cook down. It's never going to be good. So unfortunately, we need to trim it all away. Just get rid of anything that looks like silver skin, and unfortunately, get rid of the fat.
Nice little trim. Let's go get our secret ingredient. Our secret ingredient is liquid gold, aka beef tallow. Mine is very smoky. I made a smoked beef tallow last time I did it. So it's gonna add an extra bit of smoky flavor to this. To get it in there, we're gonna use one of these. There's no way I can take this thing out without remembering a scene from one of my favorite movies, Cannonball Run.
Dear God.
Oh, it's all right, miss. Doesn't hurt. Give it to myself all the time.
I am a child of the 80s. All right, we're gonna take this guy and we're gonna suck up as much liquid gold as it'll let me. And we are just gonna get it deep in there as possible. It's gonna shoot out in different places, and that's fine.
That's what she said.
Whoa. Be careful. It'll come out of a previous hole also.
Just keep injecting the roast till it's kind of full and you've gotten rid of all your tallow. I think I probably put in around a cup of tallow into this guy.
The other benefit is now we're gonna roll it in this beef tallow that's on the board, which we're gonna use as a binder for our spices.
Nothing crazy as far as seasoning goes here. We're going to hit it with some coarse sea salt, some ground black pepper, some of my Go, which is 50% granulated onion and 50% granulated garlic, and then a little bit of MSG just to make Uncle Roger happy. You can go pretty heavy with the seasoning on this guy because all the seasoning is on the outside, and this is a really thick cut of meat.
Now we have some other herbs that are gonna go on here, but I don't want them to go in here under this high heat mode because they're just gonna burn. So we're not gonna put them on just yet. We're gonna transfer this to our roasting rack, and in the smoker it goes for 10 minutes. While that's going, let's prepare our other herbs.
And by other herbs, I mainly mean rosemary.
In here is some basil butter. Wherever you're from, you might call it basil or basil, but I just took salted butter, fresh basil from my garden, threw it in a pot, simmered it down for a little bit, and then let it cool. This stuff is just great to have around the house if you grow fresh herbs and you end up with too much of it. Make a little butter, and it comes in handy for cooking. We got about 3 minutes left before this guy comes out of the first cook. I could have stuck this in there when I first cooked it because it says it'll go up to 725 degrees. So the temperature wouldn't have been a problem.
After our 10 minutes, we're going to take it out and we're going to slather it in our butter. Unfortunately, this is when I realized that the butter is just now washing away all of the seasoning that I put on before. This, in hindsight, was probably not the best plan. So, get your butter on there, sprinkle it with your rosemary, and then go ahead and re-season a little bit. Add a little bit of salt and pepper and all that stuff back for the stuff that I just washed off.
All right, we're gonna press this second button to go to stage 2. We're gonna set our temp down to 200. We're gonna try to get a long, low smoke, and we'll set it for 2 hours. I don't think we're gonna need that. Let's open up our Chef IQ. We're gonna take probe number 1. We're gonna insert it in the thickest part right here, dead center middle. We're gonna open the Chef IQ app, hit allow, sign up. Okay, there's an email verification link. We're gonna verify. I think it's choose a username. Okay, we are going to double tap. It says I have to have it plugged in to pair it. That's annoying. Let me go get a power bank. We're gonna plug this guy in here, and then we are going to double tap. Let's make sure that maybe it doesn't like that probe 1 is out. I don't know. Let's pop you in there. Okay, so far not so good. Okay, it made a noise.
Open the Chef IQ app to connect to your device.
Okay, I did that. There's only one power button. All right, we got it working. Maybe it didn't have enough juice. I charged the thing overnight. It is searching for Wi-Fi. Connecting to Wi-Fi, it makes fun noises. I have to update the firmware. Let's hope this doesn't take very long. It's pretty neat that it talks to you. Updated and rebooting. Says it is searching for probes. We have registered our probes. Cook control. Probe 1, inserted. We are going to set it up. Beef, roast, round, 125 rare. Let's pop this bad boy back in the oven. We're gonna cook it at 200 degrees Fahrenheit or in Celsius, and then we're gonna jack that temp up to 325 a little bit later, Celsius, and get a little bit of a crust on there.
After about 40 minutes at 200, that plan went right out the window because it had absolutely no crust when I checked on it. So I decided to just jack it up to 700 and try to put a crust back on it. I even decided to throw on some of that extra beef fat and just really do something to get a crust. I will say that 700 degrees really does do the trick for getting a crust. It started working, and that made me happy.
We've moved inside. It is way too hot outside. Even with my Shark Ninja fans, my equipment's not liking it. I'm not liking it. I have inside. I have air conditioning. I'm going to use it. Let's talk about the probes first. Seemed to work really well. I was able to monitor it using Wi-Fi, walking all around my house. I got my notifications. Everything seemed to be pretty good. The only thing that I had was I had a couple of times where it kept telling me that my phone or my tablet didn't have Wi-Fi and it would disconnect, but it reconnected pretty much kind of instantly. So I'm not gonna ding it too much for that. Other than that, it seemed to work really well. What didn't work really well was my whole plan for this recipe. I messed this up 6 ways to Sunday, I think. I tried to do that first sear to get a crust, then I washed away my crust using the butter. So that was my first mistake. Then I was like, you know what? I want to go really low. I'm not going to follow the ninja recipe. I want to go at a lower temperature, so I'm going to go super low. So I did that. And that worked really good for, I think, tenderizing the meat, I hope, we'll find out, and getting me my smoky flavor and that long time under the smoke, but it did nothing for the crust. So I decided to stick it into that 700 degree max roast, and I did probably maybe 2 or 3 cycles of that max roast to get this crust. All in all, for doing everything basically wrong, I got what looks like a nice roast. I don't know how the tenderness and the taste is gonna be. We're gonna find that out in a little bit when it is done resting. Let's see what the Chef IQ tells me as far as how our rest period is going. It says we still have another 4 minutes and 51 seconds left for rest. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. So far, I pretty much like the app. I like the fact that I got internal, I got target, I got ambient. Gives me steps and countdowns and a couple of extra warnings. I like that. I don't know if there's a way for me to set my own trigger warnings and notifications. I haven't quite delved into it that deep yet, but it'd be nice if I could. You've got settings for ambient, you've got temperature unit, you can rename your probes, you can rename your thermometer, you can share the appliance, maybe like let somebody else monitor your cook, interesting. And under advanced settings, what do we have here? That's where you do your firmware update and change the Wi-Fi and that kind of stuff. It is also kind of neat that the unit talks to you as things are happening, which was kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna go grab a knife because this bad boy should be almost ready. We got 5 seconds before the Chef IQ says that this bad boy is done. Resting time complete. We can remove the food and slice into this guy. Let's see how we did. Probe's not too hot, it's cooled down. These probes are dishwasher safe. You do want to let them cool completely down before you clean them though. Moment of truth. We're gonna cut it down the middle just to see what this cross section looks like. See how we did. I ain't mad at that. For everything I messed up, that is a good result. Let's go ahead and try to cut as thin a slice as I can cut. Need to get a meat slicer. iRound is notoriously not the greatest cut of beef. Let's test it out.
That's really good.
Yes, it has a little bit of a bite and a little bit of a chew to it. Bet you if I cooled this down and I had a meat slicer, this would make awesome deli roast beef. But I won't know if it's good until I get the official food critic of the house. This is a little bit of roast beef. That's not blood. That's called myoglobin, kiddo. It's juice.
Blood.
No, it's not blood. It's juice.
Good.
I won't dip yours in the juice. How's the flavor? Now, this is not as tender as like the briskets and stuff that we cook. It's a little more chewy, right?
But it's tender for.
It's still pretty tender for what it is, right? You want to try it again? Like, it's not hard to chew, right? Nice and tender. Got a little bit of that flavoring on the outside. Trust me, that's flavor. That's all the good flavor. Watch, if we go like this and we dip it in this, now, taste that. See how it adds so much flavor and beefiness to it?
It's really good.
Really good. The wireless thermometer is talking to us. It talks to you.
Okay. That's really weird.
Bye. I'm gonna slice myself one more slice. Thankfully, this cutting board has a really nice juice groove. Juice groove? Juice groove? Juice groove. All right, I'm gonna get myself a little bit more. I just love beef. I feel like I should take this juice, put it in a pan with some butter and some other stuff, maybe a little beef stock, make an au jus. Oh, that'd be really good. Maybe later. Here are my initial thoughts on the Chef IQ thermometer after using it just this one time. I do like it. I like that it has the Wi-Fi option and I can monitor it from anywhere. I like that it works inside the oven. It had no issues between the probe and the base station. The only connectivity issues I had seemed to be some sort of Wi-Fi thing, but like I said, they were minor. So if you're wondering if you can get a probe to work inside your Ninja oven, I'm gonna assume that if it works inside that Ninja oven, it will work in the Woodfire grill. That Ninja oven is thicker and more insulated than the Woodfire grill, so the probe should have no problem going through there. If you're a little upset that you didn't get the ProConnect XL version of the Ninja Woodfire, or you want those features, getting something like this Chef IQ pretty much gives you all of the features other than the wireless control of the grill, which I guess I've only used like one time where I was out and I needed to set a temperature, change it. That's not the biggest feature in my opinion. I have to use the Chef IQ a little bit more before I can 100% say I love it. I like it right now. If you're interested in picking one up and you want to try it out yourself, I'll throw the Amazon link down in the description. I think that $30 coupon is still going on. It is an affiliate link. It does help out the channel. I'll also throw links down there for the Woodfire oven, the Sonder LA cutting board. And go visit my website, dadgotthis.com. On dadgotthis.com, you will find recipes, all different kinds of recipes. I've got Instant Pot recipes, regular recipes, grilling recipes, Ninja Woodfire recipes, all kinds of recipes. They're very easy to print, quick to view, and the site looks pretty good in my opinion. I want to say thank you to my members. You guys are the best. And I want to say thank you to Roosevelt's. That is my clothing sponsor. They provide me with all these awesome shirts that you see me wear in the videos. If you're interested in a Roosevelt shirt, rsvlts.com. You could look cool like Dad too.
They also have kids shirts.
They also have kids shirts. They sent shirts for the kiddo. Oh, you can help me. So we answered the question, is the Chef IQ worth a look at? Yes, I think it is. We've also answered the question is, can you make roast beef at home that's pretty good and probably better than what you get in the store? That answer is also yes. That answer is also yes. And that leaves only one question to answer.
What?
What do you call a cow sleeping on a trampoline?
What?
A milkshake. Yeah. Dad tells horrible dad jokes, cooks fantastic roast beef, reviews products like the Chef IQ. But one thing Dad won't do is...
And wears Roosevelt shirts.
And wears Roosevelt shirts. But one thing Dad won't do is...
Dad under outro, so that's it. Bye!
This episode of Dad Got This was brought to you by our producers. Thank you very much.